Portland Thorns veteran Emily Menges was a fixture on the backline during her first 4 seasons in the National Women's Soccer League. The talented central defender made 82 starts, 83 appearances, for the Thorns from 2014 to 17, missing just 5 games during the 4-year span. Often the unsung hero, Menges was absolutely critical to Portland's defensive success over the last 2 years. With Menges anchoring the backline, the Thorns allowed the fewest goals in the NWSL in each of the last 2 seasons and gave up just 1 goal in 2 games in the 2017 postseason en route to winning the NWSL championship, but this year, Menges missed the first 7 games of the season due to injury before finally making her season debut against the Orlando Pride last week. Her absence was glaring. "Any team in the world without Menges is not as good of a team," Thorns coach Mark Parsons said. The Thorns 9 points, have struggled on defense this season, conceding a whopping 12 goals in 8 games. The performance has been particularly frustrating because the defense has actually been solid overall, as teams have had trouble breaking down a Portland backline with talented veterans Emily Menges, Catherine Reynolds and Megan Klingenberg. But the Thorns have negated that good effort by consistently giving away goals through big and avoidable errors. While Menges' return won't solve those problems on its own, it should certainly give the backline a boost in the coming weeks. "I think I'm just another voice that knows how we're supposed to play," Menges said. "We have a pretty vocal backline as it is, but I'm another one. We just remind each other of the basics. We all know what we have to do. It's about helping each other out." Menges first noticed that something didn't feel right in her leg during preseason. She was soon diagnosed with right tibia stress syndrome, an injury that she has dealt with in the past. While the Thorns could have rushed her back to the field sooner, the club wanted to play it safe to ensure that she would come back at full health and not run into subsequent issues with the injury later this season. Menges played just 45 minutes in her season debut against Orlando last week, while the Thorns fell 2-1. In the disappointing match and conceded both goals off of botched clearances, Menges did show in moments why her steady play and leadership is crucial to Portland's backline. That was her first action since a couple of runouts in preseason, and she was thrown into a really intense NWSL game, Parsons said. "She exceeded expectations. She just jumped straight in, looked like she had been there all this time." During her recovery, Menges was forced to take on a new role within the team. Watching games from a suite at Providence Park, she was able to get an aerial view of the field and better take note of areas where the club could make tweaks and adjustments. She hopes that she can help her team with that new perspective as she returns to the field. "It stinks because you want to be out there for sure," Menges said. "But I had to take on a new role and I gained a new perspective of the team and what's going on." The Thorns will head on the road Saturday to play the Washington Spirit as they aim to snap the 5-game winless streak, the longest winless streak that the club has dealt with during Parsons' tenure. Menges is expected to play 60 to 70 minutes in the game, but to earn a positive result, Portland has to find a way to cut out the big defensive mistakes. Despite the frustrating performances this season, Menges believes that the club has the right personnel to do that. "I think we have to go back to the basics," Menges said. "I don't know why those things have happened, but we know what we have to do and we're all good players. We know that this isn't our best. We'll figure it out." Jamie Goldberg, J. Goldberg at Oregonian.com, 503-853-3761, at Jamie Goldberg.